inside of me. You better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy. To be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him.
We're getting there, team. We're working on the wiring. Shielding it all up, running it, got it all mocked up wherever I need to be. 4 channels already wired in. It's almost off my lawn, guys. Brad is going to have his truck back. And then whatever happens from there, I don't know. He can get it home and just whoosh. He can get it home and just whatever, sell it. I don't know. He can get it home. So we're wrapping it up. Long ways, definitely a different change. So yeah, I'm just working on the wiring. Getting all my runs ran. Still got to make the bus bar for this yet, but yep. Once the bus bars are done, bolted in. Get in there, put the sub back in. Daisy chain the subs. We'll call this a day, fellas. Call this a day. Whew. Yeah, hell of a project. Heck of a project. So let me go ahead and give you a shot of what everything's looking like. So we're working, running those wires over here, tying them into the fuse block, getting everything tucked behind there. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that, the sun's pretty bright today. Beautiful day today. My daughter's coming home. Get to see her. She got good news. Her and her hubby-to-be got good news. No, she's not pregnant. She is not pregnant. But her hubby's in the military. And they get to go to Hawaii. Awesome. She is so thrilled. And I'm so proud of her. I'm proud of both of them. But, yep, she's coming home today. So I'm going to try to get as much as I can done, wrapped up on this before she gets home. That way I can spend some time with her. Yep, we're wrapping it up. Of course, he's got his job. When he gets it home, this is his. Whatever he needs to do. So we'll get back to you here in a minute and we'll get some more work done on this polished turd, as I like to call her. So yeah, feels good to get it done. Feels good to accomplish something. No matter what you do in your build, whether it's nice, if it's, you know, try to make it look nice, enjoy it, you know. But in our world, for competitions and stuff like that, you know, these guys slap stuff together just to hit numbers. Some guys deck their stuff out. However you want to enjoy this. Like I said in my last video, enjoy it. Enjoy it. You guys earned it. You guys built it. Somebody built it. Somebody built it. And just enjoy it. But yeah, we're going to get this wrapped up. And I'll give you some more updates as I go along to try to get this thing done. He's going to be happy. I think he's going to be happy. But I do have to power everything on once I get it in. Just make sure everything charges. Check the voltage coming off the, the alternators. And I'll give Brad one call and say, come and get this thing off my lawn. Yes, sir. So we'll be right back. But don't worry, just because this thing's off my lawn, I've got plenty of other projects. Got blue we're going to work on. As soon as I get my design, I still got to work with RJ on his truck. He's trying to keep it hush hush. That's why you guys don't get no video of that. So he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Oh yeah, he's windy. So, but he did ask me not to post, so I'm gonna honor his wishes and not post the project for Big Red. So, but maybe once we get it to a show, you guys will actually see it. But yeah, I'll get you some more updates here as I work along with it. Got some time today before the old daughter gets home, and then after that, you guys are gonna lose me for a while. So I can spend the weekend with her. No offense, my kid's more important. And Brad knows that, and now you guys know that. I care for my kids more than anything in the world. They're the ones that got me back into this. We went to a show, and my daughters, they were younger, and they're like, "Daddy, let's do this to your truck." And I'm thinking, okay. So, but there's a little bit more backstory to it, and I'll fill you guys in on that, on how I got back into the game, really. But yeah, she's coming along. It's coming along. As I always say, from my little Italian buddy to you, ciao. We have wires. Everything is ran. All of his wires are ran. Looking good, looking good. Fuse blocks for his big amp. Wires are in line. Now I just got to get the bus bar done. So we're getting ready to work on that. Got to get the measurements. And here's his wires. It's 3 wires leading into the amp. Or up to the fuse. And then from the fuse down to the amp. Excuse me. Main wires coming in from the alternator. Fuse block air. So we're getting there. Almost, man. Almost. I got the straps for the batteries mounted. So yeah, I got to take this. I already got one bus bar cut to length to the batteries. I got to measure, drill it, and I got to figure out, these are all ground right here. Everything up here is all ground. This is all power. So yep, got to figure out my bus bars, mark it, drill it, tap it, get the wiring hooked to it, get the big amp put in, get the shelf unit for it, put that in, hook everything up, slowly charge the capacitors, because once I fuse up front, one side will be live, this side will be live, this will be amp side. So I'll take the tester, the bridge across to charge the capacitor slowly. I'm going to do each cell, each side, to make sure all the capacitors are charged throughout the big amp. Charge the small amp, fuse it, run it, check the voltage off the alternators, and we're good. Long time coming. But that's what she looks like at the moment. And we'll get you a little video of the finished rack when everything's plugged in. I got all the ferrules on the ends of the wires. Everything's clean. Nice. Yep. And everything's tagged for him so he knows for the dash, whenever he starts hooking up everything from the dash, what's what, like this 4chan. These are still tagged. They're just sucked up inside here, as you can see. They're still tagged, so he knows where these go. So once he gets everything hooked up, he can remove the tags if he wants, or just push them up and hide them in the back. But other than that, guys, we're about that far away from being done. That'll be a project in the books. So I shall return. Ciao.
Take a sip of this Henny, homie. Take a sip of this Henny, homie. Do me a favor, though. Do me a favor, though. Leave your keys. And leave your cell phone, too. This ain't my favor, it's for you. Listen. Dreams of being my own man, so independent, holding the hand of my other half, I call it living. If history repeats itself, let me explain my future with the good times through reminiscing. A few changes though I like to mention. I want the mind I have now in the future, no lack of definition. Don't get lost in the bottle, homie, just pay attention. I'll save your life if you got a minute. Started spending much needed time with that family of mine. Got my feeling back and started walking, remember the time I was sitting in that wheelchair with nothing but a smile, looking at the same chair like, how you like me now? Because I beat it, I really beat it. I can't believe it, I'm the man, giving everyone something new to believe in. I defeated these evil demons, the people screaming. I woke up to take a pee and realize that I'm not dreaming. Hey, if there was any way to write my future, I hope I'm doing it right now. If there was any way to write my future, I hope I'm doing it right now. Trust me, I am doing my best, constantly living with this regrets, hoping to somehow pay off these debts. But what the future holds, time only knows. I'm up and walking, so it's time for me to give it back. Opened a non-profit gym just for the handicapped. I know they tired of patiently waiting, I was too. I tell them I love you, cause once I was you. Depending on insurance just to take a pee, homie. After 80%, they were billing me, homie. But it's over now, it's time to get you walking too. Since I woke up in that hospital, my imagination's been on a higher vibration, finding stimulation when I write out these simulations, emulating my mental with the physical. Speak it into existence like a ritual. I can see the future in my rear view. And if it's spiritual, I hope I overstand it soon. No cure for cancer, but we stuck a flag into the moon. I dream to walk again, I'm sleepwalking in my sleep, talking about my dreams to my subconscious, really though. If there was any way to write my future, I hope I'm doing it right now. If there was any way to write my future, I hope I'm doing it right now. Trust me, I am doing my best, constantly living with this regrets, hoping to somehow pay off these debts. But what the future holds, time only knows. Time only knows. Welcome to my merry-go-round where the future's in my rear view. Got off of work and took my children fishing in that F-150, that limited edition. Driving carefully, I keep a lookout, cause in that accident my grill was in the hood like a family cookout. Now I'm teaching them to throw the bait and hook out and keep patient, relating fishing to life and its situations like you must go deeper for the bigger fish. No guarantees, but go for what you wish. Cast far and slowly reel it in. Life will always have a couple of snags. Just be grateful for what you have and I promise you'll last. Stay focused on the things floating, be like the current and appreciate the wind blowing. Expect and respect everything but trust no one. And it's okay to rest but keep going. Sooner or later you'll defeat it, you won't believe it. The family's eating and it's all because of you and your dedication to feed them up. If there was any way to write my future, I hope I'm doing it right now. If there was any way to write my future, I hope I'm doing it right now. Trust me, I am doing my best, constantly living with this regrets, hoping to somehow pay off these debts. But what the future holds, time only knows. Welcome to my merry-go-round where the future's in my rear.
girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
Alright guys, today we are working on rewiring the subs. Well, cleaning them up to get rid of garbage like this. And like that. So we're actually redoing them. I'm putting ferrules on them, cleaning them up. As you can see for the top, the positive is cleaned up, the negative isn't. So we're just redoing all those. Got the sub back in, getting ready to rewire the back there. So, yep, that's what we got going on today inside this tight ass hole. I gotta fit my skinny little butt in there. Gets warm, very warm. As you can see here, got some extra new wire. Yeah, nice stuff. So, got my ferrules. I got my big ferrules, strippers. Yeah, stripper. But yeah. So once we get that finished up, guys, we'll give you a peek at it after it's said and done. Other than that, we're going to test everything, make sure the alternators are working fine, and everything is done in the back. I'm going to go ahead and save that for here in a minute. You'll see that. And then we get to wave this thing goodbye. Brad still has to work on the cab. So when he's in the cab, good luck. But yeah, almost there, guys. I'm going to have it wrapped up. We will see you in a bit. All right, guys. Wiring's done. All nice and heat shrink barrels. Looking good. A lot better than what he had. 100 times better than what he had. Yeah, wires just sticking out everywhere. Looking good. Got to put, already done vacuumed. Got all the little wires cleaned up. Yep. So we just got to do a walkthrough on this thing. Test everything. Make sure the voltage is good. Alternator's working. We did run into a little bump with the alternators. Once I hooked everything up to the battery, since I made the harness. He has a MechMan alternator with the other two Ohio generator alternators. Well, what was happening is when the Ohio generator alternators were kicking in, they were charging at higher voltage, detecting that the batteries were charged in the back. And what was happening is, as the Ohio generator alternators were charging, the MechMan would shut down, and it wasn't charging his primary battery up front. So what we got to do is we got to put them on a switch relay, so that way it's not picking up a voltage since the harness is tied in together. You got to cut the Ohio generator alternators off the harness and attach the MechMan and the generators to a switch relay. So whenever Brad starts the car, it detects voltage from whatever source, but it ain't sharing that source. So it ain't picking up a different voltage of charge. So it separates those and it keeps the MechMan on as well as the Ohio generators. So we're going to get a fix on that. Brad already went out and got me a switch for it. So we're going to put that in later. So yeah, we got to put it on a relay. And Brad brought, like I said, Brad brought me one. So the switch relay you want to get is the kind right here. It's the R44 relay. Yep. I got one of these on my truck for my air horn. So when I push the button and everything, it stays active. Right there. Yep. And that's good on my 2 pumps for my air horn. So I got the old train horns on this thing. But after that, as long as everything tests right, everything goes okay, we get to say adios to this thing. So, but yeah. Project Blizzard is almost a wrap, guys. We'll see you in a minute. Well, this is it, guys. Project Blizzard, for me, is a wrap. Everything's all wired in. Everything's installed, front to back. The only thing Brad has to do is work in the cab. That's all on him. So everything is all leveled up to the top here, nice and flat, even, so everybody can see this. Still hides the batteries below. Wiring looks good. So tested everything, checked the voltage, turned the amps on for a test. They all turn on. Brad has his meters so he can tune everything in to the way he wants it. So did check right here on the ohm load. The ohm load is it flows between 1.0 to 0.9. Obviously because of heat, that is pretty warm back there or whatever. But yeah, I mean, he's reading at 1 ohm basically. So we're all good there. Got it all cleaned up. Batteries are down in here, strapped. They have a strap here and on top so they don't slide. Everything's all wired in. Looking good for him. He's supposed to be here today to come and pick it up, and we get to say adios to this goddamn thing. It's been a hell of a project, let me tell you. So yep, we're done back here. So that's a wrap. And then we got up front, cleaned it out for him, vacuumed it all up. I got the new wire stuck behind the back seat. His old stuff is just right here, waiting for him to pop it and remove it. So everything's all clean. Vacuumed it out. He just needs to put his side pieces for the driver's side panel. They're right here. I vacuumed them off. Brad has to put those on. He has to run a couple self-tapping screws to put them on. He took them off, so I'm not sure what screws because they're not with him. So I cleaned them up, and he just has to wrap that up. So I didn't even get to hear one note out of this damn thing. But hey, it happens. So I'm pretty sure once Brad gets the inside done, he'll call me. He'll let me know. And then up here, we tested the alternators. We did have a problem at first, so we kind of fixed that with that little guy back there. What we did is we ran the power to the switch. So yeah, we got the alternators isolated. Everything's running fine now. I probed the power lines off the natural ground to where the source is coming from on both sides. This is charging at 14.8. This is charging anywhere between 14.7 all the way up to 15.1. So it's working. So I didn't have to put any diodes to trick the Ohio generators to go up any higher, because anywhere between 14.7 to 15.2, which is usually a high for the lithium that he is running, it's fine. So we don't have to trick this to go up to any more higher voltage. So you should be safe. Everything is fused. Everything is clean. We figured this thing out. Yes, indeed. I ran it, tested it. and everything's clean. He's coming to pick it up. And the other thing that he has to give me in my hand is a receipt for the equipment that I bought off of him. So this is basically a trade situation, because all the time that I put into it, I put materials into it on top of his materials. I designed it all. He was supposed to be here to help me with this project, but things came about to where he couldn't really be here to help me. So this is basically all me. I only had about an hour and a half to 2 hours of Brad's time total, but life gets you like that. So we came up with another deal. We said, okay, here's the deal. With all my hours that I put in onto this project and designed it, I had my brother work on it, so on and so forth. We just came up with the deal of trading equipment for my time, and I'm fine with that. So hopefully Brad brings me a receipt saying that my equipment's paid off and he's done. He's out of here. Once he gives me that receipt in hand, he gets the keys back to this piece of polished up, beautiful turd. That's exactly what this is now. Beautiful and polished. And it's still a turd. But hey, you'll have that. This project for Team One Home is done. Now I get to work on my project. Actually, I get to enjoy the rest of whatever summer I have left. So let me go ahead and pop the back for you, Brad. I'll be right back. All right. All right, man. Go ahead and open the hood. There you go.
All right.
So what do you think of that, dude? Everything is nice and level. Everything here is hidden.
Got that.
Yep. Everything look good to you?
Yep.
Now, I did test the batteries. We did get the alternator situation under control. Your alternators, your high generators do 14.7 up to 15.2.
Up to 15.2?
It will.
Okay, because these will do up to 15.4. So.
Right. So you are safe. So those,
so
the diodes that he gave us to install,
right,
you don't need them.
Okay.
I did turn everything on. Just dummy the switch, turned everything on, so the amps are on. You got to do your adjustments, however you want to tune. So everything is fused. Everything's good. Everything was tested.
Yep, and
everything looked good back here.
Yep. The only thing I got left to do is I'm going, once I get it home, I'm going to be buttoning up the top. I was thinking about going ahead and giving this a little shot of white, you know, to match the rail here, make it look a little cleaner.
There you go.
Maybe pop this off and clean this up some. Since it's just a panel. There? Yep, everything looks good. Nice and buttoned up.
Yeah.
Can't wait to give her a little burp and hear what she's got.
Yeah, I don't even get to hear it yet. So when you get it done, you better call me. So anyway, back in here, buddy. I got your seat remounted.
Okay.
Your sub wires are all nice and clean.
All right.
You can get that. There you go. There you go. Now you can get in there.
All right.
And I did check the ohmage. The ohmage is exactly at 1 ohm.
All right.
I did run your wires behind the passenger seat, so they're all tied together, all zip tied.
Okay.
Vacuumed out the whole goddamn thing. I think it's cleaner than what it came as.
Oh yeah, because it was a lightweight vacuum that we did on it.
Yeah.
And so
the only thing you'd have to do is take all them wires, them old wires, whenever you want to do your dash, rip it out. Put all your new wires in the back there on however you want to run this puppy.
Yep, I already got it pretty much staged out. I'm going to go with the trumpets in the doors. I'm going to leave those prototype 4x6s that are in the dash see how they run. And I might do a center channel 3.5, but I'm going to do it off of the straight deck unit.
Gotcha. Right.
With a passive run it off of the tweeter side to bring some center stage.
All right.
So
everything look happy in there?
Yep.
And
I actually got the new grill covers coming for that today.
Gotcha. All right. Go ahead and open up your hood, man. You're good there. Got your prop. There you go.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
So what do you think? Everything good?
Everything's looking good.
Yep. The only thing that you might want to look into is getting rid of this flooded lead acid and get yourself like at least a deep cycle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because running that, I understand that batteries will train themselves, but usually deep cycle batteries or lithium, can handle the higher voltage. These things will start to boil themselves out, and the battery will start to go bad and dishing out $300 every 6 months. because of the high output.
I won't lie, this is $100. So
Yep. But yeah, definitely get yourself a deep cycle there. But other than that, everything looks good. I got over about 90 man hours into this damn thing for you. So, and I know you couldn't make it
I
Due to-
know, yeah.
due to functions. We get it. You know, shit happens, and that's why we have the deal that we have. So, but and the deal is that for my project, the equipment that he gave me, we did a trade because of the situation that he was in, that he couldn't participate the way that he wanted on this project. So we came up with a deal just to trade time to equipment. Yeah, since I got a paid in full receipt, these are yours. Get this fucking thing off my lawn. You know what I mean? So
Now it's time for me to go dig in deep at my house to
that's right.
tighten up the front end and getting it tuned up and getting all the front stuff wired up.
But other than that, guys, this is a wrap for the Blizzard
Yeah.
on my part. So,
Yeah, next
You
is,
happy?
and yep, I'm happy.
all right, buddy.
Good deal, bro.
All right, and we'll see you guys here in a little bit once we get the project started on Baby Blue.
And hopefully
We're
I'll be
still-
able to give him more time on this,
Yeah.
help him on his project that
Right.
I had on my own.
I haven't been at a show all damn season because of this project, but I also have Big Red and also getting ready to start this project. So we got more content coming. So just go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, guys. Help us out. I'm trying to help a friend, help me out. Basehead community, Basehead shit every Sunday. I try to record for you guys. So until then, we'll see you soon.